Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Have we figured out how to explain deja vu? How do chameleons do that thing they do? Do you really need to wash your blue jeans? Yeah, you do, but how often? Hey, my name's Mike Simpson. I've got a podcast about curiosities. It's called I've Got Questions. We go through my list of random stuff and yours. Please participate. Send me your questions. I'll find someone to answer them. We've talked about our true crime obsession, how grocery stores are tricking us, super secret flight attendant stuff. I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on Odyssey or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
35 megabits per second service and one voice line. Early termination fee applies. Equipment installation taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Actual speeds vary. Call for details.
Minute Maid slushies are back at McDonald's. And if you'd like to thank me for that information, I'll gladly take a slushie. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink.
Recharge and refresh with a small Minute Maid slushie for just $1.79. Choose from icy, delicious flavors like pink lemonade, blue raspberry, or new strawberry watermelon. Only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only.
You got her?
Yeah, I got her.
I'll get McDonald's.
Oh, that is music to my ears.
It's the you get the baby, I'll get the breakfast meal. There's a meal for every morning at McDonald's. Every day on the buy one, get one for $1 menu, you can mix and match breakfast staples like a sausage McMuffin, chicken McGriddles, sausage burrito, McChicken biscuit, and hash browns. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith, and I'm here with my personal attorney, Kyle, from the Advocates. Let's take a look inside the life of Kyle.
Well, this should be interesting.
Kyle, do you stay up to the wee hours of the night, poring over briefs, then passing out on your desk on top of a pile of papers?
Nope, sorry, Ted. I do sometimes work at home on cases, but when I get tired, I go to sleep in my own bed.
You are boring, but at least you take your cases seriously. Give the Advocates a call. The consultation is free. 206-512-3555 or advocateslaw.com.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
Great rates for you and me. Get great rates in no time. With the best service you'll see. Coverage is divine. Switch and you'll agree. Since your rates may decline. Get great rates in no time.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
From the DuckDuckGo studios. Yeah. This is 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. An Odyssey station. This is The Mighty Rock. Starring BJ and Migs. Mornings.
Because, hey, at least once a day, you should experience a BJ.
You know, I'm ready for my BJ.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, an Odyssey station. Oh, yeah. Odyssey, man, if you haven't heard about it, it is an awesome new app. It is where you can hear all sorts of cool stuff, including us here at The Rock. You can listen to us anywhere you want to listen to us when you got that Odyssey app on your phone, pretty much. And you also get all the music you're loving, news, sports, podcasts, all that move you. That's all part of Odyssey. AUDACY, Odyssey.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Mix, but it's Wednesday, so let there be whacking.
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then. All right.
All right. All right. Let's get to our contestant. We've got Christian in Snohomish. Christian, are you there?
Yeah. Yeah, what is up?
Nice. Oh, excited. All right. Everybody. Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home... Whoa! For those playing at home, Christian will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Christian, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
How many players maximum can there legally be on a pitch during a soccer match per team?
Number 9.
No.
No, what do you... 5.
No.
12.
No. In what month? In what month is Earth closest to the sun?
July.
No.
August.
No.
June.
No. Which U.S. president has the middle name Milhouse? Who played Sam in the early 90s film Ghost?
Oh, pass.
What is the capital of South Korea? Oh, no.
No.
Oh, boy. Would you like to pass?
Yeah, I bet that's a good idea.
No, I don't.
Rami Malek starred on the TV show titled Mr. What?
Pass.
Well, Mr. Stoner. Yeah,
someone woke and baked.
Yeah, I think that's what he was doing, right? Woke
Maybe
and
I
baked.
woke and
Or
baked.
waked and baked. That's the one we want to say.
Well, Christian and his crew did not do very good over there. Got the old goose egg.
That's okay. Effort.
All right. Yeah, you got an A for effort and a 0 for the records.
Well,
there.
thanks for playing, guys. Damn, dude, those guys are having a great time.
They're having a wonderful time. They're having the best Wednesday ever.
All right.
They woke and boke. According to Vicky.
Yeah, they woke and boke.
Who's the woke and bokers?
Christian and his crew.
Oh, he had a team.
He had an entire team.
It's like a handicap match in wrestling.
A little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. If it was like you versus the Three Stooges, yes.
All right.
Yeah. So
now I have a nitpick with one of the questions, Steve, but it could be because I heard it wrong. But
I can't wait. I look forward to it.
I mean, I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine with it. But I mean, if you don't know things and you're trying to do things in a game. But anyway, you go ahead.
Are you ready, Steve? How many players maximum can there legally be on a pitch during a soccer match per team?
Per team, 11.
Yes. In what month is Earth closest to the sun?
February?
No.
August?
No.
July?
No. Which U.S.
September?
No. Which U.S. president had the middle name Milhouse?
Richard Nixon.
Yes. Who played Sam in the early 90s film Ghost?
Oh, Patrick Swayze.
Yes. What is the capital of South Korea?
Seoul.
Yes. Rami Malek starred in the TV show titled Mr. What?
Robot.
Yes. What typically green gem is May's birthstone?
Amethyst.
What?
Amethyst.
No.
Give it a try. You can do it.
Agabith.
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Who is
Mike
Emilio?
Tyson.
No.
Mike Tyson.
No. Who is Emilio Estevez's famous father?
Charlie Sheen.
No.
Martin Sheen.
Yes.
That's it.
Who directed Blazing Saddles?
Mel Brooks.
Yes. In what year of the late 2000s did George Carlin pass away?
2009.
No.
2008.
Yes. And Steve, you win 8-0.
8-0?
Yeah.
They were really stoned, huh?
They were very woke and boke.
Yes.
Yeah. Woke and boke. I like
Woke and
that.
boke, yeah. So, congratulations on your win.
Yeah, you know what? You can beat stone people.
Damn straight I can.
Not all the
Yeah,
time,
you
but
can.
definitely then.
Oh yeah. They didn't have the super high me experience on that
No,
one.
they did not.
No.
Does anybody know the typically green gem that is May's birthstone?
I feel like anybody can get this.
Emerald. Yes. It's
Yeah.
the
Oh.
emerald, yes. I think amethysts.
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
Not amethyst. Amethyst is, I think they're purpley.
Yes, they are.
Mhm.
Emerald. Seattle.
Yeah.
Emerald City.
Yeah, you got it. You're doing a good job, buddy.
And then in what month is Earth closest to the sun?
Oh, that's got to be, I believe it's December.
No.
January.
January. Yes.
Really?
Yep.
We are not closer to the sun during the December equinox. Really?
That is correct.
That's fascinating to me because I always thought it was the equinoxes that were the times we were closest to things or whatever. But all right, I'll go with January.
Well,
it's close
wrong.
enough. I mean, I was on the right track.
Yes, absolutely.
Probably would have said January next.
Mm-hmm. So congratulations, Steve. You got that 8 correct?
Hey, what was the thing you wanted to nitpick?
You know what? I heard it wrong. I heard it wrong. So when he asked the question again, it was like, oh yeah, no, that was me. Sorry, buddy.
Danny and Rev on their face when I asked that. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
to
why are you
us?
bringing back old
I
stuff?
I was excited.
I just have, resolution issues.
Yeah.
I see. We know, Rev. We know who the trolls in the room are. Of course,
Oh,
you're
of
one
course.
as well.
I mean,
you're
we're all trolls in our own special way.
Yeah.
not me. I'm a good person.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, there's that.
All right. In the eyes of who?
In the eyes of America.
Fair.
Got a TikTok user. Her name is Thea. She claims that she held a fake funeral for her ex-boyfriend so his mistress would think he was dead. I love this. I mean, you know what? It's a battle for this guy. I honestly think the two of them ought to just rethink the boyfriend. But she says she's been keeping the lie up for the last 3 years.
I found out that he was cheating on me the whole time I was pregnant with his ex-girlfriend, and he ended up going to jail shortly after. She was messaging him trying to figure out where he was, like all confused why he wasn't talking to her. So I messaged her and told her that he was dead. And we had a fake funeral and everything. And it's been 3 years and she still thinks he's dead. And she posts little tributes every year on her Facebook page to the love of her life.
Wow. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about this. I don't even know what to say about this. If this were, 30, 40, 50 years ago, I could understand because couples
50 years ago when we used TikTok.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just to the idea that somebody would stay with the father of their child at any cost. But you don't have to now. I mean, why be with somebody who's obviously an idiot? I mean, first of all, he's in jail, so he hasn't made good decisions in that respect. And then he's also cheating on you. Why just not have the child and, go on with your life and find somebody who could be better for you than to be with the idiot?
But it did say that was her ex-boyfriend, so she's just doing this to troll the mistress.
I misunderstood. Well, that sucks if she's just trolling the new God, she's an idiot too.
Well, I mean,
if that's the case.
Maybe she just doesn't want to let it go. Or maybe if the mistress knew the whole time, maybe this is just her fun way of being able to, mess with her. Like, screw you, mess my life up. I'm going to mess your life up.
Wow, it's
a lot of effort that I just don't have.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, and I want to know where the parents are. Because if Sarah was involved in something like this.
Dead as well.
Yes, that's like fake dead parents. Yeah. I mean, does anybody support this girl doing this? I mean, especially now that I know that she's not even, it's the ex, it's not even her dude.
I don't know. I enjoy a good prank, so I'm not really all too torn up about this one. I just want to be invited to the funeral. Like, did she do a full funeral with pictures and was there an actual proof?
No, she said she had a fake funeral, so I imagine they must have done something.
Or did you just like make a fake funeral announcement like on social media or something along those lines?
Yeah, you got to go full boat, Steve. And of course, they have, food at the end of a funeral, right? You go back and have food. So I want the whole deal. Let's do the whole fake everything.
I would volunteer to be like the X in the casket if you wanted to do like, that way you have like.
Oh, you'd be the stunt dead guy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Little makeup.
All right.
I'm sure.
Who's going to be the parents of the dude? Because unless they're in on it, you're going to have to play. Get a couple. I'll be the old guy. I'll play his father.
How about for 3 years though? She kept this going.
Yeah.
Apparently, the dude is keeping it going too.
Well, he doesn't want to be with that mistress anymore.
I guess not, because I'm reading the comments and other people talking to
What
her.
in the
and
hell
she's
is happening
She
here?
said, "I honestly thought that he would have found out a long time ago. He was the one who wanted to keep it going."
Oh, that's funny.
Boy, they just sound like a pair of just genius people. I feel sorry for the kid now.
They'll probably end up back together. I believe in love. I mean, ever since Ben Affleck and J-Lo are able to make things happen again after all those years, I believe that these two can as well.
True. After 17 years, Ben and Jen are getting together. You're right. Anything can happen. Yeah. Did you hear what Matt Damon said?
Matt Damon.
Yeah. That's okay. He did say that one time. Well, they asked him, because how all the Hollywood stuff is because he's friends with Ben Affleck.
Right.
They
So
go,
they
hey,
need to
Matt,
know."
what do you think about the fact that Ben and Jennifer are together? And he just looked at them. He said, "There's not enough liquor in the world to get me to talk about this."
Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm like, all right. Matt Damon is my hero. He's the guy. All right. Well, you know what, kids? It is time to actually open this whole thing up to you. Yep. Listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. You call us your texts at 917.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. This is your opportunity. You finally can be heard as long as you follow one of Steve's rules.
It's a simple rule, BJ, and that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we gotta leave you.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Michael in Seattle, you are on The Rock.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, Michael. Welcome to the show. What you got for us?
You were talking earlier about accents, and you were trying to give a shot at a few, and I thought I could offer a tip.
Oh, well, Steve, this is your opportunity to learn how to do accents the right way.
But just the tip.
Well, I can't say necessarily the right way, but it's a tip if you're trying to do them, which is reach for a movie character you're familiar with. Like, if I'm reaching for an Irish accent, I tend to grab the guy from Sin City, the one who likes things that blew up.
Oh, very good. All right.
Vicky were to reach for Friday from Iron Man, she'd be in the right neighborhood for an Irish accent. Or I bet you do an okay Patrick Stewart, which puts you in the lane to doing a British accent.
Yeah, you know what? That's a pretty good tip, actually, because that's what I do. I can't do a Scottish accent, but I always go to Mr. Scott. I go, "Hi, Sada." That's the only thing I can do.
Well,
a Scottish accent.
If you went for Simon Pegg in the new ones, you're there. But if you can't reach that, I'll bet what might be easier for you is a Sean Connery.
Sean
Connery.
Yeah, and Rev is good at Sean Connery. Yeah,
Connery.
Rev's very good at that.
Sean Connery, welcome to The Rock.
So, Steve, is there any character in a movie that has an accent that you think you could reach?
Just when you think you change the questions. No, that's not going to work. I'm trying to think like Roddy Piper.
That was a Roddy Piper.
Yeah. Well, he's Scottish.
He is.
But he's really just Canadian by way of Portland. So that doesn't work.
He might be getting closer if he forget the little shout at the end that he keeps trying to do. And don't go for a volume. Go for a purity.
Happening?
This guy's amazing.
Michael does accent.
Michael,
he's legit.
What's your favorite accent to do?
Well, okay. There's my favorite accent to try, but I'm not very good at it. And there's my favorite accent to do.
All right.
Which one do you want?
Both. Let's do both. Yeah. Let's start off with what you try, and then let's start off with your great success.
I knew a man from Nigeria, and through him I met other people from Nigeria. And Nigerians all talk like they care for you immensely. They are soft and up and light.
All right. I mean, you know what? I don't know that about Nigerians. I'm going to have to pay attention next time I'm in Nigeria.
See if they all care about me.
Well, Apollo Crews in wrestling, his new gimmick is that he's the Nigerian prince. So maybe.
Oh, really?
Really? Yes.
Is he got money that he gives everybody, or is he trying to get money from everybody?
He's just kicking people's asses, BJ.
Oh, that's what it is. All right.
In terms of accents I love, there was engineer I worked with once, John Gumkowski. He was from Poland. He had such perfect English, but yet lost none of his accent, and such little things like calling his spiral notebook his little red communist book.
Oh, so a Southern accent's your favorite. That's awesome. I love that Southern accent.
Yeah, Southern accent's great.
That was great.
Appreciate that, Michael. Thank you.
One of the things us Northerners have a problem with about Southern accents is there are about a dozen of them. For instance, my grandmother, she was what you would call Southern royalty. Her Southern accent was way up here, contained none of that garbage down there that you might find if you were, it trucked up. That's what you call a different kind of Southern accent. It really helps to do that one if you work through a missing tooth.
Yeah, there's a point about that sort of, that Southern royalty accent. You're right. But I do know there is that sort of like, just like, you know what, you are, you're not as good as me. Get out, kind of good job.
I had a friend that was born and raised, one of my best friends in college. He was born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and for some reason he had the biggest Southern drawl you've ever heard. Huh. And I was like, I don't know how that happened. He's like, neither do I, Daniel. And I was like, what? I don't get it.
Did he just say?
Did his family have a drawl?
No.
Wow.
Just him, and he had never
no brain surgery.
No, never spent a big part of time there or anything.
Man, I wonder if he decided at a young age and forgot that he was going to, have a Southern accent, and then just kept going as a little kid, and then it just stayed.
Maybe he was watching Looney Tunes. What was the one character on Bugs Bunny?
You got Foghorn Leghorn.
I say.
Yeah, it was that extreme.
It makes so much more sense now.
Yeah, that would give me the accent. And who's the guy with the Yosemite Sam?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get one of them accents.
Get one of them accents.
Give me one of them accents while you're at it. Nice. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Somebody said, did you guys see the spaghetti dinner hack? Steve, as an Italian, you must be devastated by the sheer stupidity of this woman.
Dude.
I did see this. And honestly, what I walked away from wasn't so much that this is the weirdest dinner hack, and it's just plain stupid. What I was amazed by is that she has a friend that has her back as much as the friend does. And I'm like, we all need a friend like this lady has.
I have not. I've heard about this, but I haven't actually seen the video of this, which you can see on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. I haven't. But basically, she says it's gone viral because she says she's got a hack for making spaghetti dinner for a group of people. Here's what she does. She pours the sauce, the spaghetti, the meatballs, and cheese on a kitchen counter.
Yeah, on the island. Doesn't even have it on a plate or a bowl. Just spreads it out on the table.
Yeah, and here's how she's talking about it.
It's on your countertop. Yeah, this is how it works. And the next step is you need a meatballs. Okay. This is so cool. To feed a ton of people. You just go in a straight line. Yeah. And then you take your noodles. Oh my gosh. And you just dump it. Yeah. Be a little hot, so be careful. Sure. You gotta mix it up, girl. Okay, let's mix it up.
Wow.
So,
she's just
you fold it in. Yep.
Just an island of spaghetti.
It looks so good.
Okay,
it does not look good at all.
No.
This is after that, because they did this with nachos, too.
I've seen the nachos one. Yeah.
I haven't seen the nacho one.
You don't want to see it, dude.
They do the exact same thing, except they use cold nacho cheese and do it on a tabletop like that.
Is a friend effing with her, acting like this is so cool, or is she just a massive kiss ass and that's like her boss?
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Sheila, that is amazing.
Everything from TikTok is suspect at best. I don't believe anything from it, especially the nachos on the countertop or the spaghetti on the countertop. Just get a damn plate, people. It's not that hard to wash your dishes.
Nachos make a little more sense because it's communal. You can definitely pick at it. But spaghetti, you actually need utensils.
Yeah, Vicky's right. It's not communal spaghetti. I mean, I've never had it but nachos, it's like, all right. I mean, look, I share a nacho plate with people, so an entire nacho island. All right. I mean,
nacho island.
You know, but
Dude, Vicky showed me this video, and honestly, if I walked into a party and they had a table with a nacho spread like that, I might not ever leave their house. Like that looks incredible.
Yeah, the spaghetti thing is a travesty. I'm sorry, it's a travesty. But the nacho thing, I'm with Vicky on this. It's meant to be eaten by a bunch of people, so the more the merrier.
My only problem with the nachos is that she didn't warm up the cheese. It literally comes straight from the can.
Oh, that's a bad idea too. Then
Come on, you
I've
should
seen
warm it
those,
up.
yeah.
Is she putting hot meat on it and hoping that the meat's gonna melt the cheese?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're right. That's weird. I mean, you gotta melt that cheese. You gotta melt that bee.
Someone says, I'm just tired of people trying to find ways to be stupider.
You know what? I
Welcome
agree
to
with this
TikTok.
one.
A real epidemic.
Welcome to social media. I mean,
I'm with you.
I mean, that's really all it is. And you know, trying to be famous. I mean, being stupid and famous. You know who we have to blame for this? I hate to say it. You know who we have to blame for this?
Saget.
Yeah.
Bob Saget.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna blame Johnny Knoxville, but you're right. Bob Saget predated that.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
We all rejoiced and gathered around the TV on a Friday night to watch a little boy hit a baseball straight into his dad's nads.
And those folks were, for the most part, anonymous. I mean, they could claim it with their friends, but they didn't have like a big internet to go on there and basically post it themselves and get all the credit.
And at least they got $25,000 if the video was like the best one.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if these people are getting any kind of cash like that. Yeah, you're right. America's Funniest Videos that started it all.
Yeah, they're getting the likes, the thumbs up, and all that crap.
Yeah, the likes. I mean, I know that, goes into your emotional bank and makes you feel good, but at the end of the day, I can't pay my rent with my emotional bank.
You can pay your rent with the TikTok Creator Fund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you have a certain amount of followers, I think over 10,000 followers, you get invited to be a part of the Creator Fund. So the more your videos viewed or whatever, you get a certain amount of money each month. And if you're one of those people that gets millions of views every month, you make a lot more money. So a lot of people have quit their day jobs and do Twitch and TikTok and all these other methods to just...
it's basically what YouTube does, so TikTok's doing it. They're paying people
the
to create
monetization
content.
of it, yeah.
Okay, then.
Let's see if I'm anywhere near that.
Do you have to be invited, Vicky? Or is that what you have to be invited
I
to
think
the
you get
TikTok
an email
fund?
saying, like, hey, you want to be a part of the TikTok Creator Fund.
Yeah. I've got a whole 137 followers on my TikTok.
That's awesome.
Wow. I've got a ways to go before I can start pulling in some coin for this.
I have 5.
5. Wow, that's 5 more than I have, Rev.
I have like 500 and I'm kind of bummed out because you can't post any links like, hey, go check out my, OnlyFans or check out my Instagrams, right? Yeah, because you can't say OnlyFans on TikTok. But you can't post any of your links until you have 1,000 followers. It's so weird, their rules.
I have 33 followers.
Good job. I put all that effort at one time where I made like the TikTok video of me making that lush cake for everyone. And I'm like, I'm going to put a lot of effort and this might get some people to check it out. And I think I had like 23 people liked it. And I'm like, I'm done with TikTok.
Yeah.
Totally. That took me a lot of work for nothing. And I really don't care.
Joe and I's dancing video got to 713 views.
There we go.
Wow. See that, Steve? You should have been dancing while you
How
made
many
the kid.
likes? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know. None.
No one.
41.
That's good.
Yeah.
How much time did you put into that, though?
About 15 minutes. or
Okay.
so, yeah. Joe was very angry at me because I made him jump all around. But
I don't like that ratio. Like, you actually had to jump a bunch for that one.
Yeah,
That's
we
too
did.
much work for 41 likes.
That was
And this is why TikTok is a young person's game.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Yeah, you don't see too many old people on TikTok because they're like, I cannot spend my time doing this for that little ROI I'm going to get.
Funny enough, there are quite a few older people on TikTok,
Really?
like people your age or older.
What are they doing? They must have nothing else to do. They must be retired.
They're TikToking.
Like one woman, she's like, I make 7 figures. This is just a side thing I do. Like,
Oh, okay.
she's
She makes
super-
7 figures on TikTok?
Figures on TikTok?
No, she does other stuff, but broadcasts herself on TikTok.
Oh.
All right.
So I'm like,
well.
she's actually spending a lot of time on TikTok.
And BJ, I do know one of the older people up there that are doing stuff. It's basically they're just roasting their daughter all the time.
Oh, you should do that to Sarah.
And you should, that's the best way to do it.
All right. Okay, then. Well, off to TikTok until I decide it's too much work.
Or just like post a picture of yourself or a video and it has nothing other than a caption that says just crap my pants. And every video is just you in different spots and it just says you just crapped your pants.
I like that one.
Wow. Okay, then.
For you.
These are wonderful ideas.
All right, well, look, man, we didn't say they're all A-level ideas.
I don't think we said any of them were A-level ideas, actually. But you pick the topic, you guide the show. It is listeners on the loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls, more of your texts at 937 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You find yourselves trying to get your Craig Mack on and put some brand new flavor in your ear? Well, funny you should mention that because we have a brand new show that you should check out. It is called Pod Sauce. It is your podcast discovery show.
Everyone's always looking for a podcast recommendation. We got lots of them for you, from true crime to pop culture. And you can join us each week as we dish on all of our favorite podcasts out there. So make sure you download the Odyssey app and search Pod Sauce, or head on over to podsauce.com.
We got you covered, guys.
We all remember that one professor, the one everyone on campus had to take no matter what subject they taught because how much fun their class was. What if we told you there was a streaming service that had all those professors? One Day University has every must-have professor from the best colleges all across the country. One Day University, the most fun talks from the most fun professors. Available live and on demand. No homework, just the most fun you'll have while learning. Get a special offer at ondayu.com/Odyssey.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So we just said, hey, BJ, I know you love baseball. Have you heard about what's going on with Todd Frazier? It's hilarious.
No, what's going on with Todd Frazier?
So apparently he's a player for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Pirates suck. And he sucked so much that he was once an all-star player, but they decided, you know what, we're going to send you down to like the minor leagues or something along those lines.
He used to be a guy for a while.
Yeah, I guess he found, and so some guy that's a Pittsburgh sports talk radio host who actually used to do stuff with WCW wrestling, this guy, Mark Madden, he puts up a tweet that just says, happy blanking trails, you scrub, DFA'd, now go F yourself.
Wow.
To Todd Frazier, which seems rather aggressive.
That's very aggressive.
So Todd Frazier doesn't take the high road when he sees that tweet and posts a picture of Mark Madden and then says, funny that this slob, I mean absolute slob, is talking ass. Go grab another hot dog. Please look at yourself in the mirror. My goodness, you wouldn't dare say this to my face, flounder. I love your nickname, by the way. The picture tells it all and then continues to just go off on the guy.
Wow. Oh, man, dude. That's nuts.
But you got some people that are like on the side of the radio guy, and one person was like, that's funny you bring up hot dogs because your autograph is less than the price of a hot dog right now. I'm like, jeez, man. Like, people are just savages.
Well, dude, it's one of it's one of the things about sports radio that I'm not a fan of is that sort of anger and stats.
Anger, yeah.
Yeah, and so it is obvious all he's trying to do, the sports dude, is just trying to be able to get attention for himself. And he's in Pittsburgh. They're probably, what do you do when your team is not good? You got to create some sort of talk. And, until the Steelers get back on the field, probably. I don't know how well the Pens are doing this year. The Penguins doing anything at all? I mean, it just seems like, a grab for attention on sports radio. It's too bad that Todd Frazier doesn't take the high road because he's had a decent career and he's done something that a lot of people wish they could ever do, and that's play Major League Baseball.
I got to imagine he must have just caught him on a day where maybe he just found out he's not in a good mood, and this guy, for all we know, is just always giving him a hard time. And Pittsburgh's in first place, so they got someone. They're okay with Pittsburgh. The Penguins. Sorry.
Oh yeah, So you can't talk baseball. I mean, that's, I guess, so you just talk hockey, and when you talk baseball, you're going to make fun of Todd Frazier. Yeah,
that's funny.
I don't know. Nowadays, I don't know if we need people being that way to other people. That's just my thing.
It's just like happy trails, you scrub. Like, geez, guy.
Yeah, it's one thing if the guy never did anything, but he did stuff. Mm-hmm. He's just an aging ball player that probably should have left maybe a year ago or so. And just, we know how tough it is for dudes to leave the game.
So I want to know if I'm sad because of Ellen. I'm devastated.
What's going on with Ellen? I'm learning all sorts of stuff today. Todd Frazier, now Ellen.
Oh, you didn't hear?
No.
Ellen's done.
What?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I should probably play the music. Yeah.
What?
She's ending her talk show.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
after 19 seasons, she said, according to the reports, her time is up, and she knows it. Ratings have sucked, allegations of the bullying and toxic work environment as well, and she's just done. She told her team, I'm done.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I wonder if the ratings sucked because of those allegations.
Oh, I'm sure that had a massive contribution to it.
Oh, man. And so she's like, all right, well, I don't need this anymore. And she's probably got plenty of dough.
But good news, I'm replacing Ellen. Oh. So I'm going to keep the name The Ellen Show starring Steve Miggs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, you know who's got a big smile on their face right now? Well, it's two possibilities, and I feel like I don't know who the winner's going to be. It's either going to be Drew Barrymore or Kelly Clarkson. Because when Ellen, because remember Oprah and also Rosie O'Donnell were like the big ones when Ellen came on the scene, and Ellen started making a name for herself. And then when Rosie left, it was more when Rosie left, because I feel like Rosie O'Donnell's show is closer to what Ellen does than what Oprah's show is like. And then when Rosie left, Ellen really rose. I mean, she was like the only game in town for the most part. And now it's like, who is going to fill that vacuum?
Well, I'm trying to think of the two. I don't watch either, but I really do like Drew Barrymore. She was like one of my first crushes when I was growing up. So
I can't argue with you.
Go Drew, make it happen.
Go
I
Drew. Though I've never seen it. I've only seen is it Sherry O'Terry that maybe I don't know if it's Sherry. Who does the Drew Barrymore impression on SNL? Somebody does. I don't know.
Hell if I know, man.
Has Sherry O'Terry been on
Musk, I think.
No, she has not been on that. You're on is it Chloe Feynman who does that?
Yes, it's Chloe Feynman. Sherry O'Terry hasn't been on SNL probably for like a decade.
Wasn't she like around back in the Will Ferrell days?
Yeah. It's probably even longer.
Sherry O'Terry.
I know, dude. It is Chloe Feynman. I am such an idiot. Sherry O'Terry. But what a great name, though. Sherry O'Terry had the best
name. It just
name.
sticks there, so I don't blame you on that one.
Yeah, Chloe's, I've only seen Chloe's impersonation of Drew Barrymore doing an interview, and I've laughed my ass off thinking, I don't know, can Drew do these things? But Drew now has a shot. I mean, there's no other game in town. Someone's got to watch something.
Somebody had a very important text to bring up. They said, guys, I'm ready to give you all of my money. All because I want BJ riding a turtle with a cowboy hat on.
Oh my God! What? Don't waste your money. Don't.
A few other people have texted wondering when the shirts are. We're moments away. Just sit on the edge of your seat. It's gonna happen, BJ.
Really? Sit on the edge of your seat for this? Really?
I like turtles.
Again, if this was just your dumb idea, but this came from my son, which means you're influencing my son. That's not what I want in his life.
You should be proud. He came up with an idea that we're going to turn into T-shirts, and I guarantee you at least 3 of those shirts will be sold.
No, really? You're going to buy 3?
Buy one.
Yeah, I'll buy one.
Yeah.
It's going to be all of us riding turtles wearing cowboy hats.
No, we already got yours, BJ. It's coming.
Yeah, don't worry.
No, you're not. Man. You know what? Of all the things I ever asked Vicky for, I better not get one of those shirts.
Yeah, you're getting it.
Yeah, it's a little too late on that one.
You're going to get it.
You know, why didn't I use this reverse psychology on Vicky years ago, really?
Don't even know why.
Ride.
Okay.
The turtle.
I just don't know why people would buy this. It's the dumbest idea ever.
That's why.
Yeah.
It is the worst. Yeah. What is wrong with humans? Don't be buying stupid things.
Oh, since the billboard maybe fell through, we should get a wrap for BJ's car. So that way, when he drives around, it's like a mobile.
We should get a wrap for your face, Danny. How's that?
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm getting the Kraken logo on my face. I mean, we're good.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. That's right. We'll have the turtle on one side, the Kraken logo on the other side. Danny,
that won't look
Danny
weird
will be
all.
A dream for every person out there. Dream come true.
Speaking of the Kraken tattoo, so I said, Miggs, I love your Kraken tattoo. Where'd you find that version of the logo? Because my logo, the tattoo I got on my, and shout out again to Jason over at BTU Tattoos in Auburn, who made it happen. Awesome dude, really. I mean, the minute I walked in, I was like, this guy's great. And I love it's like an old school tattoo shop vibe to it. Like you just feel like you're comfortable. And it's like a dive bar of tattoo shops. And I really had a good time there. But my buddy, and actually the guy who designed our Ride the Turtle shirts, BJ, Chris Dahl, he designed that Kraken logo for me because I wanted something a little bit different. That's not your just standard Kraken logo.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize how different it looked. Yeah, I just assumed it was the same thing. But yeah, there's some nice flair that he's done.
Yeah, it's a little more of like a sketch look, and it's got just some shading in it too, just to kind of change it up. And I know Danny's going to BTU tattoo tomorrow, and he's going to be getting the anchor tattooed.
Yeah, and who did Chris do the anchor as well?
No, I think that I think Jason drew that up for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to see I'm looking forward to see Jason's flair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited too.
Oh, and Jason added some flair, a definite flair to the piece, but it was originally designed by my buddy Chris, and then we kind of went from there. It was a great time.
Wow, look at you! You're just like a work of art now. You got work. You got a multi.
Now you are, Steve.
Yeah, multi-artistic. Basically pieces on your body. Look at you.
Look at me.
Look at you.
The two sleeves don't count, Steve, but now your work of art.
Oh yeah, this is what did it. Yeah, the before what came before, but now he's a work of art. Has that ever happened though, Steve? Before has another person designed one of your tattoos and then the tattoo artist then took that and put that on your body?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh, people do that all the time. Yeah, absolutely.
I did not know that.
I'm not. I mean, I can draw. You guys have seen me draw giraffes before.
Oh yeah.
So I had an idea, but I was like, I don't have the talent to come up with that idea. And at the time, I didn't know where I was going to get this tattoo. So I hit up my buddy Chris, and he made it happen.
I always, in my brain, I would think it would be an insult to the tattoo artist if you brought in somebody else's work. It's one thing if you go, hey, sketch this is what I'm looking for, but then you let the tattoo artist just come up with his own design. I didn't know you could bring in somebody else's work like that. I had no clue.
Oh, yeah. Well,
that's all the time, man. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
My whole left leg, I'm getting a Nightmare Before Christmas sock done, and it's been a thing of it's been a work of multiple artists.
Well, you know what? I'm never going to get one, but it's nice to know because that was one of my things is like, I don't want to piss off anybody. The guy's needling me literally. So,
No, but more often than not, when I go in with something, if I have an idea of a piece of art, I'll always say to them, hey, feel free to add your flair to it because, obviously everyone has a different style. So I don't want it to be like something where it's like you're just tracing something. I definitely want to get your flavor to it. But if I have a vision, I'm not going to just completely give up on that vision because I want to hurt someone's feelings. They're tattoo artists. They get it. They're pretty thick skinned, and they also understand that you're coming in with an idea. They're not going to completely change it just to make themselves happy.
It's kind of like
paying them for it, BJ.
It's kind of like comic books. You've got a penciler, and that's the artist. Then you've got the inker who actually puts it all on the page. And whoever the inker is, the artwork always looks different. It's pretty wild.
Yeah,
that's awesome. We got a big question. Here it is. What do Ryan Castle and Betty White have in common? Oh, I'm going to tell you at 9:51 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Betty White have in common?
Big fan of the Golden Girls. Still one of the best shows ever on television.
Wow, that's a hell of a statement.
Yeah, I will watch that. If it's on, I will watch it every single time.
Is it on? It's on Hulu?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I don't have it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Plus, B. Arthur's a fox.
B. Arthur. And then there's Maud.
Somebody says both are on Steve's Hall Pass list.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
Both share the same dentures.
Oh,
brutal.
Wow.
Nice. Brutal.
Oh, man. Betty White turned 99 back in January. And how about, the miracle is that she has survived the COVID-19 pandemic. 99, that's not an easy age to do. And she says she's been keeping herself busy. She's at home, reading, watching TV, doing crossword puzzles. Sounds like basically being home with me, except without the crossword puzzles.
Old lady stuff.
We play crossward puzzles with board games.
Or BJ stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't read either. So basically, it's just a watching TV thing. It's really what. Says she's been lonely, though. She misses interacting with her friends.
Just put in mall walking, and you two are a match made in heaven, dude.
That's a good point, but I don't know how much. I think I might be able to actually go faster than her. I think. I don't know.
Maybe.
But we should have a race. Ryan Castle. He's got a 12-pack, and that's coming up next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
But it was the same thing like Sarah had with her fish butt story. I had to wrap my hoodie around me and just leave.
Is Sarah's nickname Fish Butt?
Yeah. It is now.
Hope not.
Hashtag fish butt.
At least for today.
Yeah.
Okay, one day, and then no.
Oh, no more fish butt?
Maybe like nice butt or something. But.
Fish butt. Oh, really? So fish butt one day, and then we just transition to nice butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Never mind.
Sarah Sweet Heiny.
I love that.
It kind of flows.
It kind of does, yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to see my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.